Vedant, it's a pleasure to have you back.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I know for investors and especially funds like yours, a year is a long time. So landscape has evolved. AI is more focused, more agentic. Wanted to learn from you how has the fund evolved and how the investments are happening between last year and to now.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very aggressive with our AI strategy so far. But as you know, we run a very concentrated portfolio, so we don't take just bets. We have very high conviction in the investments that we make. We're quite focused on vertical AI applications, infrastructure for AI agents, and a bunch of other categories. I think there is a lot more activity happening now than last year. It doesn't feel like this space is actually stopping anytime soon, so we're very excited.
So there is this huge rush to capture the land, so to say, in the old adage. Is that when people come, obviously you have to curate and understand. Do you see a same kind of rush that was happening when you were in your college days and people were rushing out, or do you think it's more how should I say, more sane, more thoughtful, because this technology is very different than the past technology?
No, I think more people are starting companies now than before. I think the barriers to start companies have dropped dramatically. You can see with all the coding apps as well. I think the cost of writing code has dropped. Developer productivity has increased manyfold. And there are just very large markets that you can now tap. Markets that you can take advantage of a labor spend that is maybe too high, or for spaces where there is a labor shortage, and you can create AI applications and agents that capture and augment human intelligence, which means a lot more people are starting companies now than at least I saw a couple of years ago.
For those who are still interested to approach you, what is the process, or is there a methodology they have to first prepare before they come?
No, I think you can always reach out to us. We're always willing to talk. We invest from the Series A to pre-IPO. And so early signs of product market fit is the earliest that we will invest in. But we're always willing to speak to high quality teams building in large markets.
And what is the differentiator
for Premji Invest? I think it's a couple of things. I think one is the synergistic approach that the fund takes, because we do, as you know, early stage growth equity and public markets. And so think from a company that has 20 people, $500,000 in ARR, all the way to a company that has $1 billion in ARR about to go public, as well as beyond that. And so we understand what scale looks like, and we try to help entrepreneurs in that journey of scale. Who do I hire at this point in time? How do I figure out my revenue team, my CSM team, my channel partnership strategy, and so on. We also have an incredible team of data scientists in India. It's about 15 of them, which help a lot of our companies do product teardowns. They do competitive analyses and so on, which a lot of our entrepreneurs find very valuable. And I would say the last is really our network within the SI ecosystem. Right, we know how to approach the SI ecosystem. We know how do you build players around it, economics, and so on. And so we've seen a lot of founders come to us, and really it's them telling us that these are some of the things that they value in our partnership.
Finally, in the AI landscape, everybody's trying to still figure out what's their sweet spot. How are you trying to approach that sweet spot for you guys?
I think for us it's always been the same, and it remains similar in AI as well. We're looking for incredibly strong teams in large markets with a differentiated technology. I don't think that investment decision changes too much with AI. I think those fundamentals remain.
Well, thank you again for being here. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for having me.